In 2019, I was graciously given the opportunity to ordain as a novice nun by Pra Rachayan Gosol, Tarn Chau Kun Rian, the abbot of Wat Paramachart in California. Even though the ordination was just for 2 weeks, I was determined to give it my full energy, both physically and mentally, to focus on training and developing my mind. Many people asked me why I chose to ordain. Some wondered if it was to escape something, or even if it could help cure illness. Others asked why I had to shave my head. But honestly, I didn't spend time worrying about those questions. I saw them as distractions. For me, the reason was simple. I wanted to train my mind to see the truth more clearly. Shaving my head was part of that process. It's a tradition, yes, but for me, it symbolized letting go, especially letting go of attachment. I reflected, if I can't even let go of my hair, how could I ever let go of the idea of self? The night before the head shaving, around 9 p.m., I was reading a book at the resting pavilion. Out of nowhere, I heard chanting, soft but persistent. I tried to focus on the sound, but I couldn't understand the words. Curious, I asked the nun on duty if she had heard it too, but she said no. Still, the chanting continued faintly until I eventually fell asleep listening to it. The next morning, after my daily routine and breakfast, the nun helped shave my head. During the process, I felt an overwhelming sense of calm, almost like something tingled in my heart. And again, I heard the chanting, but this time, I didn't ask anyone about it. I was focused inward, on the moment. Afterward, I buried the hair under a tree and found myself thinking, even this tiny bit of hair can bring suffering. If it stays, it needs care. If it's cut off, it still causes discomfort. It's just one small part of the body. Imagine what happens when the whole body dies. It becomes a burden for those still alive. That reflection stayed with me. I committed to using every moment of those 2 weeks for practice. I kept sleep to a minimum and tried to stay mindful from the time I woke up until I went to bed. I started each day with mindful walking from the residence to the temple, then meditated for an hour before morning routines and again before breakfast. Any spare time was used for reading, reflecting, or quietly meditating, whether it was at the pavilion, behind the temple, or even in the parking lot. In the afternoons, I cleaned my space, practiced walking meditation, swept temple grounds, bathed, and sat in meditation again before evening chanting. Some days included Dhamma discussions with Ajahn Rian and other monks. It was a full and meaningful routine. On the final day, while I was paying respects to the Buddha's footprint, Tarn Chau Kun Rian gave me a piece of advice I still carry with me. Practice must be just right. He said that if it's too loose, you lose focus. If it's too strict, the mind resists. That advice helped me deeply understand something I had heard many times before, the middle way. I realized that mindfulness needs balance. If we push too hard or act with mindless discipline, we miss the point. Wisdom doesn't come from force, it comes from awareness. That moment was a turning point for me. Even if we have all the right tools or plans, if we don't understand them or use them with mindfulness, they're useless. That final lesson made my ordination experience not just meaningful, but transformative.